not a game, it's a race.
Yo, what's good YouTube? RealSykes back again with another banger Cold War / Warzone video. Today, boys, we're going to be talking about what you can expect with both Black Ops Cold War and Warzone Season 3 in just a few days. As always, before we do dive into today's action-packed video, if you find today's video insightful, helpful, or informative, show us some love by hitting that little like button, hitting the bell notification icon to be notified on all future uploads, and if you really want to join the fam, subscribe. Alright, let's get it. So we're going to be talking about the story so far of Perseus' next move, the Hunt for Adler event, 3 new operators and 1 old friend, 6 new weapons, 4 multiplayer maps and features, classic multiplayer mode returning, new tools of the trade, a new Outbreak content and more in zombies, new prestige levels, Warzone and the story so far, and Season 3 file sizes. So kicking things off is the story so far of Perseus' next move. Naga's forces kept Frank Woods and his CIA strike team busy for Russell Adler in the Golden Triangle, buying Stitch the vital time he needed to initiate the next phase of his grand plan. Naga's distraction may yet turn out to be a pivotal action that determines the course of the Cold War. Meanwhile, in Russia, 2 Perseus operators traveled to Mount Yamantau on a mission to recover top-secret files from a long-forgotten clandestine program for Stitch's cause. Woods and his team gear up to follow the intel uncovered at Naga's base of operations in Laos. All signs point to Verdansk, and Adler's fate is in their hands. This is Season 3 in Black Ops Cold War and Warzone, officially launching on April 22nd. The season goes live with updates to Black Ops Cold War on April 20th at 9 AM Pacific Time and Warzone on April 21st at 9 PM Pacific Time. The biggest missing piece of the puzzle involves the chaos currently raging across Verdansk in Warzone. While the latest intel is described below, containment protocol status reports are still incoming from Armistice Central Command. Here is the declined reconnaissance so far of the upcoming season. So next up is the Hunt for Adler event. Starting with the launch of Season 3, the new Hunt for Adler limited time event will task operators with unique in-game challenges in both Black Ops Cold War and Warzone to learn of Adler's whereabouts. Complete these intel challenges to unlock event rewards, including weapon charms, calling cards, and the all-new operator skin, and more. You can find more details about this event in the Seasonal Event tab on the main menu between Play and Weapon once Season 3 kicks off in Warzone. Once you've completed a full set of challenges in either Black Ops Cold War or Warzone over the course of the event, you will unlock an exclusive Adler skin for use in both games. Alright, now that's out of the way, the fun can begin. So 3 new operators and 1 old friend. So kicking things off is Wraith, or the Warsaw Pack. This is coming on launch week. This is a ex-Norwegian intelligence services Alpine warfare specialist turned Perseus agent makes a grand entrance, demonstrating her skills in infiltration and sabotage. A vital asset in winter operations, cold-blooded, and intolerant of weakness, she's the perfect antagonist to fight against the NATO forces. You can get access to Wraith for use in both Black Ops Cold War and Warzone at Tier 0 in Season 3 Battle Pass, and unlock additional legendary Wraith operator skins at Tier 100. Next up is the Knight for Warsaw Pack in Season, the second member of the deadliest Perseus duo responsible for the events in Mount Yamantau is Roman Knight Grey. Born for the kill, Knight is a Dublin-born former MI6 Wetworks operative who loves what he does. He joined Perseus to bathe in the glory of chaos that they promise. He's happiest when killing in close quarters. He's a brutal force to be reckoned with. Next is Antonov for Warsaw Pack. An ex-hitman, Antonov joined the military in lieu of serving extended jail time for his crimes. His expertise as a paid killer makes him an extremely valuable and lethal asset. He's distrusted by the Warsaw Pact because of his criminal past, and often finds himself assigned duties that no one else wants, including bomb defusal and hazmat work. Get access to Knight and Antonov as part of the new Season 3 store bundle offerings. And next up is our good old friend Price, arriving in Black Ops Cold War. The worlds of Modern Warfare and Black Ops are colliding once more, as a legendary operator joins the fray in Black Ops Cold War and Warzone. The operator is none other than Captain Price. propelled into the Cold War era and outfitted in tactical gear suited for the most clandestine of wet work operations. Those who purchase any version of Black Ops Cold War at the start of Season 3 will receive the Captain Price operator for use in both Black Ops Cold War and Warzone. Plus, anyone who already owns Black Ops Cold War will automatically receive the Captain Price operator at the start of Season 3. Simply log into Black Ops Cold War following the Season 3 update to add Captain Price to your roster of Elite Operator. Next up is weapons, something that we all love and adore in Call of Duty, so there's going to be 6 of them. First up is the PPSH-41. This is a SMG. As you guys can see via the screenshot, I'm sure all of you know what this weapon is. It's iconic. So when you need to spitfire, pick up the PPSH-41 SMG, which is an absolute classic in the series. Though its damage per shot is moderate, its rapid high fire capacity capabilities encourage an aggressive playstyle ideal for leading the charge in objective modes and clearing out tight spaces in Warzone. You can obtain the PPSH-41 for free with ready to use in Black Ops Cold War and Warzone at Tier 15 of the Season 3 Battle Pass. Next up is the Swiss K31 Sniper Rifle. Precision and power. The Swiss K31 Sniper Rifle was made for one neutral country, ready to rearm for World War, but will now find itself in the arsenals of NATO and Warsaw Pact forces. This bolt-action sniper rifle boasts exceptional accuracy, as well as fast rechamber and aiming speeds with a large ammo capacity. Aggressive sharpshooters will be in their element with this new rifle. Whether it's sniping out in the wilds of Warzone or pushing forward on objectives in Black Ops Cold War, this is the sniper that you gotta use. Next up is the Ballistic Knife. We'll kind of skim through this. There really isn't a whole heck of a lot to it. We know what the Ballistic Knife is. It's a versatile weapon first introduced in the original Black Ops. It's a versatile weapon first introduced in Call of Duty Black Ops. So for some of you guys, you goats in the Call of Duty community, you guys are all savvy or familiar with this. The iteration of the Ballistic Knife is a rare piece of spy technology developed in the late 1970s by Soviet forces. It's just a spring-action knife launcher that can either be used as a melee weapon or to silently fire lethal retrievable blades. Next is the Carv.2. This is a tactical rifle. This straight up looks like it's out of Halo. You can carve through competition with this burst fire tactical rifle and joining the ranks of the M16 with its high damage, high bullet velocity output, boasting moderate firepower with solid recoil control and a large ammo pool. The Carv.2 cuts the deepest when used for mid to long range engagements. Next up is something I'm sure everybody is excited for. This is something we've been looking forward to, is the AMP-63. This is a pistol. The secondary category gets even deeper in Season 3 thanks to the AMP-63 pistol, slotting in as the 4th sidearm in Black Ops Cold War. This personal defense weapon is a cross between a self-loading pistol and a fully automatic SMG. You can expect this weapon to output high amounts of damage in short periods of time thanks to its fully automatic nature, which makes it highly effective in close quarters. Next up is the baseball bat. There's really not too much to go on there. We all know what it is. But real quick, a classic bruiser's weapon of war and Black Ops Cold War's newest addition for the one-hit melee fans. You can unlock the baseball bat in Season 3 and get out there and crack some skulls in multiplayer and in zombies and Warzone. You can obtain the Ballistic Knife, Carv.2, AMP-63, and baseball bat during Season 3 in one of 2 ways. You can complete an in-game challenge to obtain the free base weapon or pick up a bundle with the blueprint version when it appears in the store. Next up is the Black Ops Cold War content. So this is exclusive to Black Ops Cold War, and obviously, we're talking about 4 new multiplayer maps and a few additional features. Kicking things off is Yamantau. This is a 6v6 map, which is fantastic. We need more of those. No more 3v3 maps. So here you can bury your enemies in an avalanche of firepower as you fight through crumbled remains of the Soviet observatory on Mount Yamantau. Battle through a massive down satellite dish, snowy interiors, and broken catwalks, and fast rope up and over your enemies to get the jump on the competition. Next up is Diesel. This is a 6v6, 2v2, and a 3v3 map, also arriving on launch week. In the lonesome desert, the slice of Americana erupts into a battleground. Gear up for 6v6 as well as 2v2 and 3v3 in gunfight on this fast-paced and frenetic map. battle around the gas station and its surrounding buildings, and you can smack dab in the middle of Badlands and get frying. Next up is a map that I am extremely excited for. I've been playing Call of Duty for well over a decade, and with it, Black Ops 2 was one of my absolute favorite Call of Duties. That's actually when I started doing YouTube, if that ages me ever so slightly, is Standoff. This is a 6v6 map that is arriving in season, so not on launch week, and this is a Black Ops 2 classic map. It's iconic to fans and pros alike, and in Season 3, it's coming to Black Ops Cold War. Here you can complete on 6v6 in this medium-sized map, which features a timeless 3-lane feel and plentiful opportunities for outsmarting your opponents, and you can watch these buildings and mine the van over near the hay bales. Next up is Duga. This is a multi-team, and it's also arriving in season, so not on launch week. So deploy with your squad to the Ural Mountains in this expansive new multi-team environment. Duga offers something for every playstyle, whether you prefer to move through the central admin offices for close-range battles, or work your way around the perimeter through the bus depot to the chemical processing plant for long-range battles. If you can't immediately decide where to take your skills, try making your way atop the array tower for a fantastic view before parachuting off to your destination of choice. Moreover, if you can't wait until the mid-season to play Duga, you can get ready to drop into the map coming exclusively to Zombies and Outbreak at launch for the first half season of Season 3. And with the return of the Ballistic Knife at launch, that can mean only one thing for multiplayer, and with it, Sticks and Stones is returning at season launch. So yes, the hugely multiplayer mode is back for Black Ops Cold War, continuing Treyarch's time-honored party mode tradition. It's every operator for themselves, with each player deploying with the R1 Shadowhunter crossbow, Ballistic Knife, and a Tomahawk. You earn score with the crossbow and Ballistic Knife kills and eliminate enemies with the Tomahawk to bankrupt their score to 0. The first player to reach the score limit, or the player with the highest score when the timer expires, wins. So again, just a fantastic game mode that originally came out back in the original Black Ops. Next up is the Multi-Team Elimination in season. The upcoming Multi-Team Elimination mode brings the last team standing experience to Black Ops Cold War's biggest maps, where multiple teams of 4 will fight to survive ever-expanding radiation zones. Redeploys will be limited and loadouts will be restricted, so teams will need to scavenge for weapons, score streaks, armor, and redeploy tickets, and more. Emerge as the last team standing or the first squad to board the exfil chopper in the final safe zone to achieve victory. They go on to write that stay tuned for more info on the Season 3 Battle Pass, as well as the initial store bundle offerings and an intel drop here on the Call of Duty blog. Next up is the new tools of the trade. So kicking things off is the Scorestreaks Strafe Run, which is arriving at launch week. Call upon a pair of jet fighters to shower lead and rockets down upon the DZ with this new mid-tier score streak, perfect for racking up kills or holding down an area while your team captures the objective. With a longer active period and higher potential for kills compared to score streaks like the Napalm Strike, the Strafe Run is a solid choice for any multiplayer mode. Next up is the Cargo Truck arriving at launch week. Available across multi-team modes, the Cargo Truck is a massive beast of machinery capable of fitting a few operators in its open truck bed. In addition to a driver and co-pilot, what the Cargo Truck lacks in speed, it makes up for in firepower, coming equipped with a mounted machine gun that allows teammates to provide cover against potential threats. You can take control of the Cargo Truck on Ruka, Alpine, and Golova at launch, and in Duga later in the season. And it says, don't forget to set up the war tracks before jumping into the driver's seat. For those of you that are zombie fans, this is going to be exciting. So a new Outbreak content and more in zombies. So kicking things off is a new field upgrade, and this is going to be Toxic Growth. Mother Nature bites back with the new field upgrade in round-based maps, and Outbreak guaranteed to slow down the undead masses. By harnessing Ethereum crystals, Requiem's R&D team has developed Toxic Growth, an activatable field upgrade that summons a deadly growth of toxic thorns in front of an operator. Enemies moving through it have their movement speed halved and suffer toxic damage until they exit the affected area. Through the use of Ethereum crystals, operators can upgrade Toxic Growth to give it more changes, double its growth, and even cause enemies who perish from the growth to explode. So next up, I'm sure you guys could have already had guessed, the new Outbreak region, which is Duga. This is arriving at launch week, as we had alluded to earlier. The Dark Ether story comes to a fever pitch in Season 3, as Requiem expands its operations in Russia. You can keep the hordes at bay as you and your squad fight through the massive new Duga region set in the Ural Mountains. Packed with the new documents, audio logs, radio transmissions, and artifacts hidden throughout the Outbreak zone. You can uncover new secrets of the Dark Ether as the stage is set for the event yet to come. With it, there are new Outbreak vehicles, including the FAV and cargo truck, again as we had alluded to earlier, and this is also arriving on launch week. You can hit the road with 2 new vehicles for Outbreak and take down some zombies while you're at it. Thanks to their built-in armaments, the High-Speed Fast Attack Vehicle, or FAV, is ideal for gunning down zombies while racing for the next objective, while the cargo truck is big enough to fit the whole squad as you hunt down those special and elite zombies. Next up is the new Outbreak World event and features included at launch week. You can experience new interactive events throughout the Ural Mountains to earn in-game rewards. For the first time in Outbreak, you can gain access to upgrades for the Die Machine Wonder Weapon, which is fantastic. You can unlock powerful Ether Tool items by destroying Fury Crystals, and discover the secret to warping ahead to a higher difficulty region even faster, and more. Real quick, just a little shameless plug, I have uploaded a few Outbreak guides. I'll include a link down below via the description if you guys want to go check out that playlist. Next up is expanded Outbreak objectives. Again, this is something that's arriving at launch week. Outbreak objectives are now active in more locations than ever before in Season 3. Encounter the defend, retrieve, and hold out objectives in more regions for even more variety in every Outbreak match. There's also new Onslaught content. This is arriving obviously exclusive for PlayStation at launch week. PlayStation players can now take on the undead to earn bronze, silver, and gold chalices in Onslaught on the new Yamantau map at launch, and on Standoff mid-season. Look for a new limited time mode in Onslaught later in the Season 3 as well. Next up is something I'm super stoked for, is new prestige levels. So with every season so far, I have got all the way to Prestige Master, so I'm looking forward to some new emblems. So at the start of Season 3, your season level will refresh to level 1, we all know that, and your progress will resume from the highest prestige level you achieved previously. This season offers 4 additional prestiges to achieve across the first 200 levels, as well as new weapon blueprints. Kicking things off is level 50. There's a new prestige emblem, prestige key, weapon blueprint, and battle pass tier skip. Level 100, there is again a new prestige emblem, prestige key, and battle pass tier skip. Level 150, same thing, so new prestige emblem, prestige key, and battle pass tier skip. And then with level 190, there are all new season challenges available. Level 200, there is a new prestige emblem, prestige key, battle pass tier skip, master prestige calling card, and level 250 to 1000 is a new prestige key every 50 levels. This means you can earn 4 new prestige levels during Season 3, now 15 in total, and you can always catch up to the latest available prestige if you don't reach it during the previous season. Reach level 200 in Season 3 to achieve the title of Prestige Master for this season, and this changes your season level color and grants you the ability to personalize your prestige icon with legacy prestige icons from previous Call of Duty games. Next up is Warzone Intel. So real quick, we all know what's going to be happening with the Season 3 Unravel. We're going to be basically sent back into the 1980s with a reskin of Verdansk, but for those who are very interested in keeping up to date with Intel, we'll quickly cover it. Almost all communication resources within Verdansk are dedicated to ensuring the survival of all operators through the Containment protocol. Those unaware with the latest events or those who wish to have a refresher may find one below. The story so far in the Containment protocol. After a doomed cargo tanker ran aground in Verdansk near the Zordowa prison complex, all hell broke loose. Upon further investigation by all operators working across faction lines, the tanker ship held remnants of deadly biochemical weapons, some of which had effects unknown to the greater world when Stitch originally researched them. Those effects were made clear with the other cargo this ship held, which is zombies. mutated undead beings that, in rare cases, have the ability to emit electromagnetic pulses or explode into noxious gas, or were heavily armored on some areas of their body. The zombies were only limited to the shipwreck during the initial weeks of the season, but as tracked by Armisten's Central Command, the undead moved to different areas of Verdansk. At first, it seemed that the zombies only moved from area to area and that no spread was occurring until, in the most recent containment protocol, it was found that contamination stayed within zones, triggering clouds of unknown gas. Fortunately, plenty of gas masks can be found within these corruption zones, but if an operator dies within one, they perish and turn into one of the slavering undead. Next up is Verdansk is about to heat up in a big way. The situation in Verdansk has hit a critical level. It seems that the combat zone has become too dangerous for even a tier 1 operator to survive in. The answer is still unknown, though it's highly recommended you clear your schedule for the week and ready yourself in a utter of chaos within the war zone. Be certain you're available for Operation Rapid Sunder throughout Wednesday, April 21st and beyond, and Armisten's Central Command will be communicating directly to all operators within further instructions. Starting at 12 p.m. Pacific Time on April 21st, return to Call of Duty blog and Warzone on this date to receive updates. And then wrapping up today's video is Season 3 file sizes. The Season 3 update will be available for Black Ops Cold War on the 20th of April at 9 p.m. Pacific Time and available for Warzone on the 21st at 9 p.m. Pacific Time. For this update, there will be a download size of approximately 8 to 13 gig for Black Ops Cold War and 25.2 to 25.9 for owners of the free-to-play Warzone who have the latest updates on either game. For Black Ops Cold War on PlayStation 5, you can expect an update at 12.3 gig, PlayStation 4 at 8.1, for Xbox Series X and S, 11 gig, Xbox One 8, PC 13, and then for Warzone, those are the mammoth updates. But it's expected. I mean, we're getting a reskin of Verdansk. PS5 is going to be 25.6 gig, same size for PS4. Xbox Series X and S is going to be 25.9, Xbox One at 25.9, and PC at 25.2. So guys, that was almost half an hour of a video as of my recording, so an absolute mammoth of everything to unravel. If you guys did watch through the entirety of the video, thank you so very much for watching today's video and showing your love. I absolutely appreciate it, and I cannot wait to talk to you guys again in the next video. Until next time, peace.